I think Arteta has some sort of like double standard towards him. I feel if that was Ramsdale, right, bro,
Confirm taken off already.
instantly taken off.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Futbol Kaki. I am your host Eldad and I am joined by my fellow Kaki bro Paul. Paul, how are you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, brother. This few days is a bit warm, getting warmer and erratical weather.
Bro, it's insane Like,
Yeah, it's like morning heavy rain, then afternoon sunny, then like late afternoon cloudy again, right? That kind of thing.
it's weird because like, you know, you've been to my house before, right? Like my room and everything, right? You know that my aircon is usually very cold one, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine, right? Like, it's so hot that I have to sleep with a fan on plus the aircon
That's mad.
to get cold. That's how hot it is.
Is it humid or hot? Or heat or what?
It's heat. Like,
Even at night.
even at night, bro, like, okay, like for example, can you imagine, right? My bed sheet is quite cool. It's quite cooling, so the material is cooling, right? The duvet cover is like, you know, you get the IKEA, it's like the warm, the cool warm type of thing. But it's not too cold, it's just nice, everything like that, right? I feel hot.
Yeah, just sleep without the thing.
Cannot, yeah. I need to sleep with a blanket. So what I do is I purposely take the fan, right, then just blow into my face.
Or you shower right before you sleep. Okay. Like, at least cools your body down.
Maybe lah, but it doesn't help. So the thing is that for naturally most of us, right, we need our body temperature needs to cool down to go to sleep. If it's hot, naturally you won't fall asleep.
Yeah, I just said maybe some people they leave showering to the end of the day.
Yeah, but I cannot say that. The moment I go home, right, unless I really cannot, no time to shower when I reach home, right, I will just go and shower like after dinner.
Yeah, if not, then you shower one more time before that, before you sleep.
Correct. Probably not, but wow, it's still a bit disgusting. But anyways, have you played Top Spin yet?
No, I have not, brother. I'm quite guilty that I have not been using my Xbox to the maximum.
Yeah, bro, but the thing is that, right, for the one game that you have waited for at least more than a decade for, right, this is the one time you should turn it on. Forget about EAFC, forget about FIFA, forget about F1. Top Spin has finally appeared, and if you do not play this, right, you have committed a crime against yourself.
How much did you buy it for?
I bought the slightly below the highest edition.
Is it the standard edition?
Just above standard.
So there's a standard, middle, and then the prime, the premium edition.
Yes, because if you get the slightly higher than the standard one, right, you get VC point and XP.
Oh.
So your career mode, he immediately jumps to level 10.
Nice.
Then after that, from there, you can get all the attributes.
So how much do you buy it for?
$139.
Damn!
But your standard edition is $99.
Yeah, okay. Maybe that's the reason why I haven't touched my Xbox for.
Yep.
Wow, the price of games now not cheap.
If you like Top Spin, for all those tennis lovers who love Top Spin, right, please go and get the game. And if you really want to check skills, right, please turn off the meter. Because there's a timing meter, right? If you follow the timing meter, you get a perfect shot every time. But if you remove it, then it is more like the old Top Spin where you have to figure out where's your timing.
We played without the timer last time, right?
We always play without the time.
Yeah.
That's the only way to play it, bro.
Like more fair, more fun also, right?
More fair, more fun. Yes. But what to do? We shall move on from that. So today, on an episode of the Futbol Kaki, the title race has just gotten very interesting. It seems that it has finally gotten down to 2 instead of 3. Because Arsenal won, City won, Liverpool draw. So the Liverpool is the first one to blink because they have already dropped points already. And to make matters worse, right, they already suffered the defeat against Crystal Palace last week. So today, what we are going to do is we're going to talk about the EPL title race. Arsenal nearly bottling it after having a 3-goal lead. Liverpool literally bottling it. And Man City maintaining the course road for a smooth run-in. Then, of course, we're going to talk about this week's match of the week, which, of course, is going to be Liverpool versus Spurs, where the consequences of this game may not be as high as what we thought it was. But, bro, you ready to get into it?
Let's do it, brother.
All right, so let's talk about our match of the week last week, which, of course, was the North London derby. Spurs versus Arsenal. Arsenal defeats Spurs 3-2 at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. This game was what we called yesterday. It was just literally Spurs being Spurs. Because 2 set-piece goals, a penalty claim that literally everything delayed, right? And then suddenly out of nowhere, right, Saka versus 3 defenders, he scored. I don't know how. 1 own goal, and then just bad defending. Spurs hit the post, benefited from a Ryan mistake, and then of course Son had the most clumsy penalty awarded, right? Which, to be honest, right, like Michael Oliver, you still suck. I don't know how you didn't see that was a penalty, right? But bro, honestly, right, this was a game of just Spurs being Spurs, right?
Yeah, I feel that they didn't do as well as how teams should like expected them to do lah. I feel.
Yep.
And I also think that when at 1-0 they were a bit unlucky. It's either they were unlucky or Arsenal were lucky, very, very lucky. That Romero hit the post, I think, twice, right, with the header.
Right.
Yeah, and then they actually had a goal disallowed. Okay, I was going to talk about the Kulusevski penalty claim, right? I felt that, okay, honestly, there was contact. They were saying it's an unintentional contact, right? But isn't that what all penalties are supposed to do? And I felt that maybe if Kulusevski didn't try to stay on his feet, right? Like imagine he felt the contact and then he just went down immediately, right? Then I think that would have been a very clear penalty.
Yeah.
It's the fact that he stood up and continued running.
Then he went down.
Then he went down. Yeah. So it make it look like he fell on his own rather than the initial contact.
Yeah, but I find that when you were to do that type of thing, right? If let's say a player actually falling down, right, is subject to whether he's diving or not, right? Then it's a bit stupid already. Yeah.
Yeah, but because if I was the referee, right, and then I saw like, oh, maybe he got past the Trossard challenge, and then after that he take 3 steps, then he fell. So it looks more like he tumbled himself rather than because of the contact, ma.
But if let's say you were running, right, and you nearly drop, then wouldn't that mean that you actually have a slightly different issue in a sense? Because it would mean that, like, let's say for example, like, what if let's say you're really just trying to regain your balance, but then you just literally tumble, even though that was the initial contact. Right? So if let's say you're talking about the situation, right, would it be considered a penalty if there was initial contact before he went down?
Yeah. So
or is it at the point of contact when he goes, or at the point where he goes down?
No, there was a contact.
The line?
Then he tried to stay on his feet. Where I felt that if he felt the contact, he should have just he shouldn't have tried to fumble, like try to stay on his feet. Like if he felt the contact, should we just go down? Then you can see the reaction of the referee, ma.
Yep. I agree. But at the end of the day, right, they still consider after that, lah. So it was Havertz's ball to Saka. Saka, I think 2 or 3 defenders around him, then he still score. It's like
no, it was just one. It was Ben Davies, ma.
But
the moment he cut in, it was no. By the time he cut in on his left, right, there were 2 guys. But then
there were 2 guys.
At the point when he cut in, right, it was only 1 player.
Correct. Because the thing is that it's literally if you see that one, he's only 1 player. He's the only Arsenal player there. The rest of the defenders are there. Yeah. So it's like the Spurs actually should have closed down, but then in the end, I don't know what happened. Saka did what he needed to do. Then he passed the ball into the far corner.
It was a very good finish.
It was a good finish, lah. But it's still very like Spurs being Spurs. Then of course, another corner kick, another goal. Almost the same spot.
Yeah. I think they work well on their set piece, lah. Arsenal. You have to give it to them.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and you can see it's like one group of them, they stand at the far post. Before the kick come, they all run to the near post together.
Correct. But do you think
it was very obvious that it was choreographed at the training ground and like planned, lah.
Correct. But do you think, right, like Trossard interfered with Vicario?
Nah.
You don't think so, right?
So, we always see that every other week, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
There is more. There is like I've seen like I think there's so many times players like interfering with goalkeepers, right? Yeah, it's just that the keeper got to be more dominant and physical, I feel lah.
I remember yesterday when we were watching, right? Most of us say like, hey, actually he could have just gone for the ball.
Yeah, but I don't know why this Vicario doesn't give me the presence that he's a very physical goalkeeper.
He's not. He's a good shot stopper.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the presence.
Physical presence like Alisson, right? Yep.
Yeah, he's a good shot stopper.
Yeah, but I think Spurs just suck at defending set piece. I mean, if you concede 2 set piece in one game, I feel
you're bad.
And it's like from the identical like scenarios, right? Then I think there must be something about you that sucks, lah.
Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree. It is what it is, lah. But what happens is that essentially Spurs fought their way back.
They made it too easy. Yeah, they made it too easy for Arsenal.
Yeah.
In 30 minutes, it was 3-0. Yeah, then I think more or less game done already.
Yeah, and I also do think that, right, at the end of the day, right, like they should have taken the game to them a lot better, right? Because they also knew what was at stake, ma. Aston Villa drew.
Yeah, but I think the biggest motivation was that we have the chance to stop Arsenal from winning the league. I think that one override top 4, bro, for sure.
Correct.
You see how the fans, they all ride out, and then they still like come up short.
Yeah, and they didn't do anything about it, which annoyed me quite easily, lah. So we shall see, lah. But to me, by the time they started to fight back, it was, I don't know whether it's a little bit too late, lah, but brother, David Raya,
Back to this topic
What?
again, bro. I don't know why this Arteta. I think Arteta has some sort of like double standard towards him. I feel if that was Ramsdale, right, bro,
Confirm taken off already.
instantly taken off. Yeah, you get what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's like I don't know why he seems to have this like double standard or certain biasness towards Raya. This is not his first time doing something like that. You know?
No, it's not. It's not. He's done it.
It's
He's
like,
done
I
it
think
before.
multiple times already. Yeah.
Even the last game when they lost to Aston Villa, he also made a mistake. Right?
Yeah. So it's not just like it's a one-off. You know, it's like there's a repeated pattern. You know,
Correct.
Once in a while he will do this nonsense like that.
And can you imagine, right? What happened if let's say, for example, the Romero goal went in, he did that, it was 3-2, Son's penalty started 3-3. Or if let's say after that, right, after the Son penalty, right, they score another one, they get 3-3. This first goal considered would have been scrutinized to the death.
If Spurs managed to equalize 3-3, right?
Then they will say that that's the goal that
this
cost you the title.
Raya
That's
headlines already, bro. Confirm.
confirmed one. That's the one that will cost you the title. But he was lucky that basically Spurs weren't threatening enough to actually go and get there.
Yeah.
But I think the part of why we all say that Mike Oliver is a horrible referee is literally because, right, Declan Rice kicked a Spurs player, right, and you decided not to award a penalty.
Right in front of him somewhere. Right in front of his eyes, right?
Yeah.
I tell you already, bro, this Michael Oliver, right, is a very suspicious referee. He just wants, I think, in a way, he wants to be the center of attention. He wants to make the league more exciting. I don't know, bro. We can talk about the referees until the cows come home, man. But there seems to be like a new topic about referees every single week. I don't know if it's like they're intentionally doing it or what, just to.
It's unnecessary.
Be the but it's not helping the reputation of English referees, lah. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I agree. But what to do? So now this is where it is, Arsenal still stay top of the EPL, but one of their close contenders, I would say, right, like this was the nail in the coffin for Liverpool, because Liverpool drew 2-2 with West Ham. This game, right, essentially sums up Liverpool.
Yep.
Like, literally, it sums up Liverpool. Attack so well, give up a goal from a set piece. You score back with a bit of luck because the keeper should have saved Robertson's shot. DS had multiple chances, never convert. You get another goal, you go ahead with a bit of luck, and then your defender makes a stupid mistake, gives Antonio a wide open header, ties the game. It's literally Liverpool. Like, I don't want to be bad to you Liverpool fans, right? But this is what's been happening ever since you all got knocked out.
Honestly, right, I think they mentally give up after they lost to Everton last week. We forgot to mention that game.
Yeah,
I think they mentally give up already. I mean, you see the lineup Klopp put also. He didn't even put the front. Like, he didn't even start Salah. He didn't even start the Darwin Núñez. Like, what is essentially your strongest squad lah. So it says something long. I think they more or less they accepted their fate already, that they will finish third.
likelihood is going to be third because I mean, you're only holding on to hope because now basically what happened is that you're no longer in control of your fate anymore already.
Yeah.
And the only people they can blame for that, right, is themselves. Honestly. Yep. Ever since they got knocked out of the FA Cup, right, they've been dropping points like free there.
Yeah, so this also comes down to the issue, right, where I feel that Klopp, right, he announced the retirement too early. So this, in turn, right, gives added pressure to the players to go and get as many trophies as they can. But at some point, you're going to burn out. Because at the point where he announced his retirement, it was too early. As compared to maybe Ferguson, right? Ferguson he won the trophy first, then he announced, right?
No, 4 games left.
Yeah, well, which was essentially wrapped up already, right? Because we just had to beat Aston Villa.
Maybe a game before he wrapped up.
Yeah, so we just had to beat Aston Villa, then we done already. But this was mid season, I feel. There was too many games to play. So in a way also, all this talk just for one Carabao Cup, I feel is a bit underwhelming.
A bit sad.
It's a bit underwhelming, bro. I mean it's actually you're gonna finish Eric Ten Hag's first season. But I mean it's true, right? Yeah, one Carabao Cup, yeah.
One Carabao Cup, but I would say this like DS a master chance waster, him and Núñez. It's damn bad. The conversion rate compared to
if they won this game,
it's not enough.
I mean, you're saying this game really is a do or die for them.
Yeah.
Even if they won this game, bro, they no way. I don't think they will win the league either.
No, but the thing is that even whether or not this was do or die for them, right? It's what caused them this repeated thing over and over again. Because prior to this, really, DS and Núñez had this problem.
Yeah, they just cannot convert chances, lah. And then Salah also, for some reason, I don't know why his form totally all form. Right. Yeah,
they were riding on Salah's coattails. Then because they were riding on Salah's coattails, right? What happens if the coattails dried up? because the thing is that people forget when Salah ran out, right? Mane and Firmino were still there.
Yeah.
The two of them could cover. Now, is Salah is gone. I think Liverpool will question, can I rely on Nunes to get me goals or not? Can I rely on DS to get me goals? I would have rather started Jota over DS.
I think he did.
No, he
DS
didn't.
didn't start, bro.
DS started.
Gakpo, it was Gakpo. As in, like, Jota
Gakpo
over
started
Nunes.
striker. Javier Elliott right side, then Salah, then DS left side.
Jota also got injury problem. Always wants to get injured, so he's not really fully fit yet.
Yep. I agree. So it is what it is. West Ham versus Liverpool. Liverpool draw 2-2. I don't really think there is much else to say, right? But I will say this Qantas got to back up.
I mean,
bro,
he's a young player.
That goal?
Yeah, I saw.
Do you see the goal? Like,
yeah. So I saw the header, bro.
He had Antonio marked. Then he lost Antonio. Antonio open header. He like spin, don't know where is he, and then suddenly he's a goal. I get he's young, I understand. But he's repeated mistakes.
I mean, what do you expect from him, sir?
I mean, like, think about it. It's not just one or two mistakes in major games. It's a couple.
It's only, so far, it's only the Bruno one.
But his one is quite bad.
Yeah, as in, like, so far, the ones I can remember is only from the one at Man U and then this one.
No, got one where he let the defender run past him.
Yeah, but I mean, it shouldn't be like that when you're playing next to Van Dijk.
Yeah lah. So
yeah, but I try to defend them, so I don't know, bro.
So that's why it's a situation where like I get he's young, right?
I mean, ultimately, he's a kid lah. So what do you expect?
Yeah, but it's in a title race. I understand there's injuries, right? But it's also risky lah.
I mean, what title race, bro?
I know. I mean, they were in a title race, right?
I mean,
essentially, this thing happened. And Van Dijk, honestly, right, his performances were not very good the past few games.
So ultimately, I feel that Liverpool did well lah to come this far. Yeah, so
with the squad that they had lah.
Yeah lah, but I think now it's just left. It's down to Arsenal and City. Very obvious.
Yep. But what shall we do? So now let's move on to Manchester City. Manchester City currently they are second in the table, but they do have a game in hand. So if let's say, for example, they do win their game in hand, right, they will go 2 points ahead of Arsenal. City's next game is of course going to be
Wolves at home.
Wolves. And then they're gonna play Fulham, Spurs, and then West Ham to round off the season. But I will say this they could have been in trouble in this game against Forest.
Yeah.
They did win
so many times. So many times, bro, yeah.
They did win 2-0, right? The only difference was because Forest were just horrible at converting their chances, bro.
Yeah, Chris Wood, right? The open goal, bro, totally miskicked the ball, bro. Yeah.
That one. Okay, before we get to that point, right, let's just go through this game, right? So what happened is that City had pretty much some semblance of control over this game. Corner kick from De Bruyne, Gavadio scores from the set piece. This weekend, a lot of set piece goals are quite interesting. But corner from a set piece, right? Then after that, right, Forest had chances to equalize, and then they had one very good one, right? If they had a bit more composure, right, they could have equalized. That was the one where Ederson fumbled the ball.
The one he came out, is it?
The one he came out, then he totally missed a punch.
Bro, that one is a penalty, yeah. If they gave the Onana one, right, how can they not give this one,
Okay, yeah, I agree. But the player had the ball. He all he had to do was just literally touch it with his laces, and it was a goal. He skied it inside the 6-yard box.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was bad.
That is horrible,
right?
bro.
I think that was a centre back.
Composure, bro, composure. But yeah, I agree lah. That should have been a penalty.
This league is really corrupted, sir.
You don't get it also. You don't understand it also, right, bro?
Yeah, it's like, how can they have so many things to get it right, but still get it so wrong,
I know. I don't understand.
If you're telling me don't have VAR, then I can understand. Because they can't, there's no way, like if you tell me there was no VAR, no replay, right? Then I can somewhat understand now because maybe the referee missed it, right?
Yeah.
But this one is like, you have all the equipment, all the resources to make the right call and you still get it wrong.
Yeah, and they give this to Onana.
No, the Onana one is justified. It's just that this is no any different. How can they not give this,
Yeah, I agree. So, I don't get it, man.
I think to answer your question, I think really Forest really wasted. I feel that they could have given City a super hard time this game.
Confirm, bro. 100%.
I watched the game, right? City was so okay. Honestly, right, at this stage of the season, I think Arsenal playing better.
Yeah,
It's like
I
so
don't
obvious. It's just that the only difference is Arsenal they cannot control their fate.
City can.
So if they were neck and let's say if this situation Arsenal was ahead, right, I think I can put my money on Arsenal already. Yeah. It's just that now they need City to drop point. That is the only thing that they cannot control.
The funny part is Spurs.
Yeah, I say okay. Honestly, right, out of the two games, right, I think Man U for Arsenal and then Spurs for
City.
Yeah. So I saw this thing, right? It's like it'll be a very funny meme that when City plays Spurs, the Spurs fans, right, want City to win.
Yeah.
Right. And then the Arsenal fans want Spurs to win. So it's like they are all supporting the wrong reason, Yeah.
Correct.
And then Man U will be supporting like Man City to win as well.
I don't know lah. I think Man United fans don't really care anymore already. We just want to be Arsenal.
So exactly, yeah. So I feel that Man United got the chance to stop Arsenal from winning the league and stop Man City from winning the FA Cup.
If we don't do both, right?
I'm not very confident in these two.
Neither am I, bro.
But I'm not surprised if we let both of them win.
Me also. I'm really like, okay. I understand the inevitable lah.
It's a very funny situation for a lot of like football fans now.
Yeah,
especially the Spurs fans and
the City fans, right?
Arsenal fans, yeah. Because Spurs fans want Man City to win, Arsenal fans want Spurs to win or draw, Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we shall see. We'll take a look at it because at the end of the day, right? Like City control their fate. In the end, Haaland comes on to score. Chris Wood misses probably one of the biggest chances in the entire game, bro. Ilanga did all the hard work,
and it was still at 1-1, I think. Yeah, it was still at 1-0, I mean. Yeah. So either way, wasted.
So now let's move on to the match of the week. Because now we were talking about like how everybody is hoping their rival team beats the other team, right? But now, in a match where this game, Liverpool and Spurs were supposed to have a greater significance, right? Now it seems like the significance is not that important anymore. So how? This game, right? The stakes not very important already because essentially, regardless of whether Liverpool win this game or whether Spurs win this game, right? Essentially, Liverpool are already right on the title hunt.
Yeah, correct. So I feel that it's more of Spurs for securing top 4 lor.
I have no idea, man. Like it's funny and it's interesting because like Spurs can secure top 4. They need to go and get this whole thing done already lah. But without this, right? Like I don't know, man. Like, do you think we are in a bit of a different hiccup?
They cannot afford to drop any more points now because they already lost to Arsenal. Yeah.
Yep.
So I feel that if any result other than a win, right, they will go by top 4. They will just go to Europa already.
Yeah, correct. Because they are not in the England's not in the coefficient for like the automatic 5th place in the Champions League. Even if they win their 2 games they hand over Aston Villa, right? Aston Villa 1 game.
Correct.
They have 1 point. They are 1 point ahead. They are 1 point ahead. So technically, they have to win all, and they hope, right, that Villa drop points against Liverpool in May.
Which is quite tough, yeah.
Which will probably be a bit tricky, but we shall see. So I don't know what else to add to this game because I thought the stakes would be higher, but then currently the stakes are not very high.
Yeah, if Liverpool was in the title race, then it'll be harder. It'll be a bit easier to predict, or like more or less like there'll be a game to look forward to. Because I don't know, now this game will be like sian already, right?
Yeah, correct. It's like you're looking more at the Tottenham and Man City game rather than the Liverpool and Tottenham game. But I do know that if let's say Liverpool do this, right, I think mathematically they'll be out already. Right?
They're not mathematically out yet because their maximum is 83 points. So if Arsenal win the next game, then they are done already.
They're done already, right? Because they're only 5 points behind. So if let's say if Liverpool lose or drop any more points, then Arsenal win and City win, they're done already, right? So that's basically, it's more, I think more on the line for Spurs rather than Liverpool. So, bro, let's move on to our match predictions. But before we get into that, we just want to do a recap. Last week, it was 9-11 currently the score, but our predictions were that Paul predicted Arsenal 2-1 victory. I predicted a 2-1 Spurs victory, but since Arsenal won, right, Paul gets the point. So currently the tally is 9-12.
That's right.
So Paul is ahead by 3 points. Hopefully I can turn the tide. But yes, before we get into the predictions, I just want to remind everybody that yes, currently there is some stuff on the line which is basically a minimum gift of $70 to given to the from the loser to the winner at the end of the match prediction season, or of course a $70 dinner at minimum given to the from loser to the winner. So, bro, with that, what is your match prediction for this week's game?
I think I'll take a Liverpool win. Maybe a draw. I take a Liverpool win lah. I feel that
Liverpool win score
2-1 again.
Okay, I'm gonna take a Liverpool win also, but I do think that it would be maybe a bit more. I'll probably go Liverpool 3, Spurs 2, because I would say that Liverpool's defense is a bit volatile. But then again, right,
they're having the issues, right?
The Liverpool's attack has been having issues, so whether they capitalize on these particular issues remains to be seen. So for your prediction will be Liverpool 2, Spurs 1. My prediction will be Liverpool 3, Spurs 2. So, bro, before you go, you got anything else to add?
Yeah, I think that's it for the EPL. I think there's Champions League games this week, but let's see lah.
Yeah, but if you think about it, right, if something goes, if Arsenal drops it, then the 3-all title race comes to a very anticlimactic ending.
That's if they drop lah. So I do think that we will still go to the last day of the season.
Maybe we shall see that. So with that is this week's episode of the Futbol Kaki. Alright, so that is it for this week's episode of the Futbol Kaki, brought to you by the Chit Podcast Network. Now, for those of you who are tuning in, we just want to say thank you for your support, and we hope that you continue to support our other shows here on the network, which of course include the Copy Bros every Monday involving Paul Midet, Brandon Tin Yong, where they talk about different topics, and this week they were blind ranking noodle dishes from across the world. I think you and me don't need to comment on this lah. We have our one superiority. It's called the initials BCM. So if you don't really know, if you don't know what BCM is, right, and if you're not a Singaporean, it is called Bak Chor Mee. So just go and look out. It's a minced meat noodle. And of course, if you like game shows, we do have the SG Draft podcast every Friday involving both the Copy Bros and the Futbol Kaki boys coming together to draft about different topics and have fun while we do it. Last week was, of course, the worst household chores video there. For those of you who live in Singapore, you know how much of a pain that can be. For those of you who are living overseas and live in the landed housing or suburbs, good luck to you. I think your chores list is a lot worse than ours, since most of Singaporeans live in high rise. So yeah, do keep a lookout for SG Draft every Friday, and where you can vote for your winners. So with that, we just want to say thank you to everybody for watching this week's episode of the Futbol Kaki. We hope you have a great week ahead, and we hope that you continue to support us by liking and subscribing to our channel if you have not, and if you have, we hope that you go and ask your friends to subscribe and increase our subscriber count so that we can produce more content for you over the next few months and hopefully years. So with that, from me and Paul, from everybody here at the Futbol Kaki, we just want to say thank you. Have a great week ahead. Bye-bye.